Yo, what's going on out there in them digital streets? This your player partner Watt checking in, and this is the Dropbox, and let's get into it. Yeah, man, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and let's get into this clip.
Listen, I was about to go to the airport within the next 30 minutes, okay? Because putting all this behind us, you know, for the next couple of days, we're going to take some days off, go do some podcast guest appearances in different spots. And then someone sends me a story. A Fresh Prince CEO going to buy firearms for the first time. Look at this.
All right, guys, I'm here with my boy Peter helping me with my first guns. Shout out to you, man.
Hey, pleasure, Walter. Thank you. Hello, everyone out there. Yeah, we here at American Security Consultants, we're experts in firearms training, situational awareness, defensive tactics.
Are you serious? And you think you're an alpha male? You think you're fit to lead other men? There's two scenarios here. Maybe Fresh always really wanted a gun, and this just happened to spring up, and it was just an appointment he set beforehand and whatever. But to post that on IG after, if I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt, right? Maybe you're that fucking stupid. To post that on IG after you challenge a man to a fight, insult his wife, insult the Haitian community and the Haitians there, right? You're in Miami, you're an idiot. You then go and post stories after you start backing out and getting scared. You post stories about you buying firearms because he says, oh, we're going to go to the boxing match. We're going to do this legally. And you post that on IG. Let's say this is the scenario that really happened, okay? That means you lack so much self-awareness to realize how it's going to look optically that you have no idea about anything relating to social cues. You don't understand how to communicate to people, how you're perceived. That's basic 101 stuff. That's crazy. So I don't know how you're fit to teach other men how to adjust and how to learn game on the fly. You don't even see how awkward and stupid you look. Or option two, which I think is what everyone else believes just like me. This man wrote a check that his ass can't check. And now, after he insults all this and does all this talking, he went out and bought firearms. And this is your king. This is the guy that you guys look up to learn how to speak to women. This man can't speak to people. He doesn't understand how to communicate. How can you have game if you don't understand social cues? He's a fraud. And young men, listen, in the military, you can have the highest rank you want, okay? We don't respect an officer just because they got the rank. We'll do our job, but we don't believe in him. Respect, leadership, it's earned through leading by example. This is your man. You know why I said the emperor has no clothes? Because it's a story about two jesters who walk into a city naked, all right? And they concoct this plan to fool the whole city that they are emperors. So they get one guy and they get a couple other hobos to carry some sort of dais, and they carry them through town, and everyone starts making way because it's like, oh my God, there's these guys on a dais. Look at them. The emperor's in town. We don't know from what country, but they look the part. And then someone points out, wait, the emperor has no clothes. You want to know why? Because an emperor would never walk around with no clothes. The same way a real man would never go out and challenge someone to a boxing match, insult his integrity and his honor, and then say, yay, let's box. And then when the man accepts, you go and buy guns and you dodge talking about money. Y'all are crazy. And this is not even to encourage violence. I don't want none of that, okay? I'm not about to start talking about that's crazy talk. This is to let young men know on this platform, because just because they're older than you and they show a big game doesn't mean they're about that life. Too many frauds out here. Too many frauds out here, right? I call it the blind leading the blind. Careful who you take advice from. I made that mistake in the past, so here's my advice to you. Drop all these fucking goobers and just go look up some Patrice O'Neal. You'll thank me later.
Yeah, man, so that was the clip from Abba and Preach. That was Abba speaking in regards to the events that have been going on between them and Fresh and Fit. If you aren't caught up on it, then just go to you can go to Abba and Preach's page, and they kind of got videos up chronicling the issues that they had with Fresh and Fit. I want to take a moment here to speak to the audience about something that is very important in regards to this situation. YouTube has always been a place or a home for various different type of ideas. You know, you have these different sectors in YouTube where people come and they kind of view the content that they want to watch. It's interactive TV, to say the least. These guys, Fresh and Fit, what it's showing us now is that the things that these people preach, they don't live by, pun intended. And when they kind of get called to the center stage and their manhood is put on the line, they back down. You know what I'm saying? It's people copping pleas and apologizing, and then niggas are even going as far to go to gun stores and get weapons. It's like, bro, it's not that serious. And as men, you kind of understand something and learn something at a very early age, especially when you're interacting with other men. Men lose their lives behind beef and drama. You know, that's a real thing. So when you cross that line, bro, you have to accept whatever comes with it, because a man might not respond the way that you might respond as a man. And that brings me to my next point, which is, you know, it's okay to look at some of this stuff for what it is, entertainment. But as an audience, when you start to do more than like, share, and subscribe, well, even when you're doing that, you're kind of going out of bounds. But just beyond that, when you start giving donations and following people's Patreons and all of these different things and actually supporting these people because you believe in the message, that says a lot about you as a listener in the audience. You know, I think that oftentimes we go out and we seek people that say the things that we feel because it resonates within us. But the problem with that is you have to look internally within yourself and ask yourself the $1 million question of, like, what's going on inside of me? And it's not something that's just exclusive to the male listeners that follow like Fresh and Fit or what have you. You can even apply this to the women that listen to Kevin Samuels. It's like none of these women are actually official that's calling up, and nobody has to sit down and berate you and give you a spiel on what you need to do to be a better person. You should be able to wake up, look in the mirror, and say that I am not where I want to be, so what do I need to do to get there? Nobody should have to tell you this. And the fact that people have to tell you this, it says a lot about you. So to wrap this thing up, man, what I would say to Abba and Preach is just, you know, keep doing your thing. Y'all stepped up to the plate, man, and those guys backed down and they went to cop and please. So you don't need to take it no further, bro. And everything that they're doing after this point just makes them look even more silly. If you apologize, then just go on. Like, nigga, you don't have to go to no goddamn gun shop and all this other crazy nigga shit. It's like, man, chill the fuck out. You're not that guy. But what say you? Come kick it with your tribe in the comment section below. And on that note, I'm out the box with it. Do you hear me?